Hi Flosstube, I'm Amy. I love toads and cross stitch. If you watched my last video, I want to thank you because of the noise. If you got through it, thank you for doing that, for watching it. The fan noise was awful. It sounded like I was in an airplane. But today I do not have the fan on. Today is October the 28th, 2024, and I have lots of finishes, fully finishes, whips, one new start, and a little bit of haul, and stitchy kindness. Okay, let's get started. So thank you, and thank you for being here. My first finish, which is not fully finished, but I finished all my pages. I'm trying to get it together in my fungi book sow. So I'll put a picture in of the front. It was a mystery sow, so we did not know what pages we were getting. And this is stitched on Vintage Country Mocha. 32 count, 2/2. So there are 8 of my pages. All the mushrooms. So this little mushroom down here that's black and white and it's numbered. I'll show you the legend for that. That is right there, the legend. And then I finished the last mushroom with the help of, hold on, let me get my glasses. Angela, she sent me the Krynics I needed. They were glow in the dark. And she sent them to me from Texas. So this little bad boy, he will glow in the dark. The one that says night. So now all I have to do, let me see, is turn them into a book. So this is the cover of the book that I have not finished yet. I have not put the spine of the cover in. I've only did the front and the back. So I need to finish up that. And then I need to finish my pages, like actually put them together and put them in the book. But the pages are finally all stitched. Thank you to Angela. So I'm going to roll this up. Don't know when I'm going to be working on this, but at least my little pages are all stitched. And I even have like the cardboard in here to do the spine of the book. Okay, so that's finish number 1. Finish number 2, I finished Wilbur from Teresa Cozyegg. I finished him up at the stitching retreat, the Barefoot Needle Art Stitching Retreat, the beginning of October. October was so crazy. I've been so busy, so busy. So I added Charlotte, the spider, in the corner. So if you don't like to see spiders, look away. This is Bramble, 36 count. And there she is, and he looks so good. So I did my web, just free-handed my web with 1 strand of Krynic and 1 strand, I think, of B52. And then I just free-handed my spider. I drew a picture out on a piece of paper and then just free-handed it. Like sort of embroidered it on there. So there he is. Yeah, so cute. He may go on my spider wall. So let me roll him up. Okay, my next three are fully finishes. This one is from, let me think, Prim. Oh dear, hold on. She's on Etsy. Here's a picture. There's 3 witch hands, and I think it's called the Witch's Pet Collection. And I stitched the cicada first because it was like the year of the cicadas, although we didn't really get much, which is, thank goodness. I changed a lot of the colors. I just dulled them down because I didn't want it as bright as it was going to be. And I love this. And I have the tarantula one that I haven't started yet. This is Sand by Picture This Plus. And I think it's a 36 count. I just found this frame at a thrift store. And I love how it turned out. Let's see, where am I putting all these? Okay, my next finish, I started this, I think last month. I started this with April, she has a shop and she sells wood pieces for finishing, and her shop is Homestead Handworks. Homestead Needleworks. And this pattern is from Cozyegg. I'll put a picture right here. It is called Death's Head Planchet. And I finished it. And so April sent me this board. She sells these boards for these planchets. And Michelle from Cozyegg has just come out with another one that has a bat on it that I will be stitching. So the board has little feet so you can set it down. I've had it displayed like this, actually over there on the turtle cage. The changes I made on this pattern, I darkened up the yes and no, and there was nothing in the window of the planchet, and I used this, I think it's a DMC. It is a DMC, and I cannot read that. DMC 53, it's a variegated, black, gray, white, and I just freehand a big spiral in there, because when I was looking them up online, they had the old vintage ones have a piece of glass that are sort of circled, a big thick piece of glass in there, and that's what I wanted it to look like. So love this. This might be staying out year round. So yep, the board came from April. The pattern's by Michelle Cozyegg. I will link both of them below. And my dog is gonna be, I have stuff on her steps so she can't get up here. Okay, the next one, y'all. Mr. Baron von Bat. I finished him. He is fully finished. He's by Blackberry Lane Designs, and he's a needle minder. Okay, I have him all folded up right now. So here he is folded up. Here's his little butt. And there's magnets in there. So you undo the magnets. And there he is. And so he's got that little wool flap. that you stick needles in, and I stuck a needle in it. So, yep, he just folds back up. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? I'm in love. I'm in love. I love him so much. So he's been in my needle. I have a little basket full of needle books, and he's been in that basket in the front, and he will live in the front. But I love him so much. Like, look how cute. So I finished him with the help of my girlfriend, Becky. We were at the retreat, and I had a little glass of wine, and she helped me figure this out, and I sat there and finished him right at the retreat. He's amazing. He's amazing. He's probably one of my favorite things that I've ever done. So, okay. Those are finishes and fully finishes. Yeah, a lot. I'm just in love with the stuff, in love with them. Okay, anyway, let's do whips. I do have a new start. I'm gonna put my basket thing down here. I do have a new start, but I'm going to show you that last because it's part of haul. Okay. This one is almost finished. This is Halloween Eve in the Cemetery. It is by Twin Peak Primitives. This is one of the ones I purchased at the Needlework Expo. When was that? August? And I've been reading Morbid Curiosity books, and he will go on the shelf, on my bookshelf with my morbid books. So I'm almost finished him, except, okay, I left off that cross, and I left off that little cross, and I left off that little cross. There was just way too many crosses on this little graveyard. But I didn't know whether to put that cross back on because it might look too plain without this one. So I'm thinking about it. I messaged a couple people, and I asked my husband. My husband says it needs the cross. It looks just like a box. It doesn't look like a sarcophagus or anything. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it does need the cross. So I love my little Grim Reaper. Okay, this is Be Stitch Me 36 count Bedrock. Isn't it cute? And I think I already know how I'm going to finish it. So yeah, I took the cross off of that, took it off the top of that, and took it off right here. So I didn't take it off, I left it off. Maybe I should just put a small cross right there. I don't know. And I'm thinking, so one of my morbid books, hold on, I'm gonna go grab it. We'll see if it fits because I haven't even measured it yet. So I'm in a book club. We just finished reading this book. It's called it's called Goodbye, Hello. It's about the paranormal. And I want to maybe see if, let's see, I haven't even done this to see if it'll fit. Oh, I think it will fit. Will it fit? I might mount him on this book. Get the tag out of the way. Yeah, I might mount him on this book and then set him up on my bookshelf with my morbid books. You know, it'll be much cuter than that. I'll probably put like a black background and then stick him on this book. And then I can set it up like this, like just like set it up on my bookshelf like that. And then I'll have my little Grim Reaper with his little cemetery. So that's the plan, is to put him on this book. And let me know if you think, if I need to put that cross in right there, that black cross. Okay, I'm gonna set that right there. Okay, this one, I did not work on this month, but I worked on it last month and forgot to show you guys. So, let me get the thing out of the way. And I did not prepare very well, so nothing is, usually I like pull out my patterns and get it all ready, but I didn't do any of that. So this is the 12 Northern Days of Christmas by X's and O's. Let's see, what did I work on? What did I finish? 6. So I finished that 6 geese laying block. And I think the last time you all saw it, I hadn't finished that one yet, but I was pretty close. So here is a bigger picture of it. This is the artwork. And it's in this book right here. And I'm stitching this on a 40 count, I think it's called Alabaster. And I'm doing it 1/2. And I'm gonna stand up. Okay. So block 6 is done. I'm going to work on my reindeer a little bit before I start on block 7, which is what, I don't know. I'd have to look at the picture or sing the song. Okay, so that I forgot to show y'all last video. This one was Leap Day Sal. Yeah, the leap. Okay, me and Colette and Lisa started this for Leap Day, February 29th this year. It is a Symphony of Friendship by Cottage Garden Samplings. Look how ginormous that tree is. And I'm hoping, oh, you know what? Here's a really good picture of it inside. So there. I'm hoping to finish this by next Leap Day. So the pattern is cut up in 4ths. And so like I need this done by February. And I'm thinking I'm going to come over here and do this by the next February. So I can just get all this tree done, and then I'll have these birds to do like the last 2 years. We'll see how I do that. We'll see if that happens. This is Seraphim Dusty Road. Let's see here. I got my light. That light might be too bright. I'll pull it back and put in a before. I think I just worked on like this, bringing this branch up, doing acorn, doing more tree. You just gotta work on that tree or it will never get done. So let me hold it back a little and then I will put in, I don't know, let's see. I'll put in the before over my face. Okay. I will try to work on this again on the 29th. What is that? That is tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday. Yeah, I can do that. I will do that. That will work. This one is by Mama Witch X Stitch. It is called 5 Whales of Summer. And I have finished the top whale. I'm working on the second whale. I think this is Oaken, 36 count. So I only had that top whale in last time you all saw it. But I probably have a before picture, and I'll pull it back if so you can see. So I went ahead and color completed that. I think it was 930, DMC 930. And there is like a, oh, that's stuck. Okay, so I started doing some blue there. That's what that string is. I just stopped in the middle. I know, baby, I know. She wants up here. You want me to get you up here? Let me get her up here and turn down the brightness of that light. I dulled that light down a little bit, but it's, I don't know. I will help you get up. She keeps running from me. Okay, this was my Whipco call for October. It's by Mud Puppy Stitchery. Kenzie, who has a Flosstube, and I will link her below. Oh, what is this stitched on? That is a great question. Oh, it is called Posh. It is a 36 count by Fortnite Fabrics, and I'm doing it 1/2. Here, let me fold it. And I worked on the snake, and I came down and worked on the frog. Oh, that light is still so bright. Maybe if I just turn it off. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think I need that light. Okay. That's just, the light you're seeing now is the sun from the windows in front of me. So I'll pull it back, and you can see where I was. And my frog needle minder. And it says, if I bite you and you die, I'm venomous. If you lick me and you die, I am poisonous. And that just reminds me of my son. Okay. This one I worked on Friday, a little bit of Fridays. Let me find the cover page. A little bit of Fridays because y'all can see my spider, moth, bag. Because I try to stitch Christmas some Fridays. Yeah, that's the sun, y'all. That's not even a light. Okay, this is a gold collection petites. It is called A Kiss for Snowman, and I'm using all the kit stuff. And you can see where I had my hoop in there, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Now I might have to close that door because it is bright. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. I worked over here. on his little shoulder, arm, which in the picture you can't see very much. They cut his little arm off a little bit. See his arm over here? They cut it off in the picture. So I'll put it in before and you can see how much I did. So I'm probably gonna try to work on him one more time, maybe this Friday, but then my Whipco call for November was my Christmas reindeer, so I might work on that on Friday in November's. Although November 1st is Friday. I want to try to get that shoulder all done before I move on. This one I'm stitching with Donna Ray and Natalie. Natalie is coming to the United States. They leave tomorrow, and I think they get here on the 30th, or do they leave on the 30th? I think they leave on the 29th. Her and her husband are coming over. This is Float Like a Butterfly, Sting Like a Bee by Plum Street and Heartstring Samplery. We're putting it together to look like that. Stitching this on. It's an R&R. I think it's, is it 40 count? I don't know. And I don't remember. Let me think. Oh, Weathered Shingle. What? I think that's what it is. Weathered Shingle by R&R. I had like lots of fabric down here, and I finally cut it off and put it back in my fabric stash, and I put the tag with that fabric. So that's why I don't have the tag anymore. So I worked on, I think I worked on one more bee and brought the flowers up at the bottom. So I'll pull it back. Okay. And I think all I have left are bees. Bees. So when Natalie comes next week, or this week and next week, I have like these bees. I think I have like that bee or that bee left. I just have lots of bees to do. And I don't know if have I done the middle of those flowers yet? Yeah, I have. So we're going to do a new start when Natalie comes. We started this when she came, was it last year? She came from the UK last year, and we all started this together. So I'm trying to finish it before she comes. It's probably not going to get done, but I'm going to go ahead and start the other one when she comes, because we'll start it together. And it is a Teresa Kogut that I do not have with me right now. It's in the other room. I might get it. We'll see. And this is a Lucy Beam bag. Becky Nolan. Okay, I have Hannah's stocking. Been working on that on Sundays. This is a Dimensions kit. It's not a gold collection, and everything is 2 over 1/8 a stitch. So there's no like 5 strands, 6 strands, 4 strands, none of that. It's all 2. So that's nice. I changed Hannah's, okay, Hannah is my son's girlfriend. I changed her name to the color brown instead of red. But that has, I think that's the only change I've made. I'm using all the kit stuff. And I think this time I brought that background down, finished out a glove. I was trying to get, I'm rounding the heel right here. You can tell it's like popping out a little. So I'm rounding the heel. Or starting on the heel. I think it goes out a little more. So here, pull it back. So yeah, I'm like right there. So I think it comes out a little bit more. And then I have that tree. The font, like I have a lot more to do. A lot more to do. It looks like I don't, but I do. Okay, let's see here. Oh, my full coverage is 8 of Pentacles by Stephanie Law, charted by Hayde, Heaven and Art Designs. I took it out of the Q-Snap because I just wanted to see the top of it. And here it is. If you're new here, this is a full size. It's not a mini or anything. And I decided to cut it off. Stitched all that. Once I got down here, I was like, you know what? I don't need all that background. So I went ahead and I'm cutting a bunch off. And I'm also cutting a lot of the bottom off, like a lot. I think this sucker is like almost 600 long, like 500 and something. So I think I'm going to plan on cutting it off right there. So all I have left is just that. Let me put the before in. I believe I'm going to start my next full coverage on my daughter's birthday. It's the one with the little girl reading the book to the dragon. And my daughter's birthday is in January. And so I might start that on her birthday. And I'm going to stitch on this until I start that. I don't think I'll finish this, but at least I'll get a big hunk done. You know, a couple more 1,000 stitches and get it close. So, and you cannot tell, but you can tell in person, but those white orbs, they have Kreinik in them, so they sparkle. And some of the spider web has Kreinik in it too, so the spider web sparkles in person, which is really cool. But you cannot tell on camera or in pictures. Okay, let's see. Let's put you up here because you will be put back in my Q-Snap. Okay, my last one, well, not really because I have a new start also, but I'll show you that in a minute. But my last whip has some explaining to do. It is my sampler. It is called Humming of the Bees by Blackbird Designs. And I took out the alphabet. Let's see here. I took out the alphabet and put a song lyric from James Taylor. This right here is the original sampler. It was, Humming of the Bees was inspired by this sampler. So I did some changes. Let me open this both up so you can see them both together. So instead of doing this border right here, I took, that border from the original and stuck it in instead. And then I didn't put that bird right there. Instead, I took her name, and this sampler is by Elizabeth Nunn. She was age 9, and I stuck her name in there. And I'm going to put inspired by, and then I put Elizabeth Nunn, and then I'm going to put sampler, and probably age 9. So just keep that in mind, that it doesn't look like either one. It doesn't look like the original. It doesn't look like the one that was charted by Blackbird. Oh, and I added deer because the original has deer in it and theirs didn't. Hold on, I need to cough. Okay, I'm getting over a cold, a head cold. So I have to cough every once in a while. So yeah, I added, let's see, the border, added the deer, added Elizabeth's name, added my initials up there, which they gave you a little box. So right here is where your initials are, but they gave you a bigger box so you could put like a really big initials, and I just widened it. See, so this one does not have any deer in it. But the original has this deer and that deer. So what I did was I took this Brenda Keys book, and I got my deer and my border and my letters for Elizabeth Nunn's name. And that's how I came up with the deer, the border, and her name. So beside her name, I'm probably gonna put, I'm either gonna do it 1/1 or in backstitch. I kind of want to do it 1/1. I'm gonna put inspired by, and then Elizabeth Nunn, and I'll put age 9. I just don't know. So I'll put inspired by Elizabeth Nunn, and probably age 9 right here. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But other than that, she's done. Like, I'm just trying to figure out those little tiny details. I just wanted her name on it, and I wanted it to look more like hers. And I don't like stitching alphabets, but words are kind of okay. I don't know. So anyway, that is Humming of the Bees, and it's almost done. I feel like it could be done in a month. If I, by next month, it could be done. If I figure out what the heck I'm doing. I probably need to consult my girlfriend, Becky, and figure out what the heck I'm doing with it. I am using all the called for colors, and some of the DMC. These are my overdyes, but some of them I didn't have, and the ones I didn't have, I just used the DMC. Okay, my new start. Let me bring this up here. Ugh. My new start is part of my haul from Barefoot Needle Arts. So I think the only haul I got was when I was on the retreat at Barefoot Needle Arts. I haven't gotten anything else. I'm trying to be good. First off, I got this bag. And it is a Barefoot Needle Arts bag. And it is sharks and octopus and squids, no, jellyfishes in Santa hats. Oh, and a manta ray or a stingray in Santa hats. So just had to get it. I had to get it. So there's their little logo. So I got that. And a lot of people, I mean, a lot of people started this at the retreat. I feel like 15 people bought this pattern and are gonna start it. It is called Ducks in the Orchard. A gardener's needle. And it's a brick house. And look at those cute ducks. Sweet brick house. So Ducks in the Orchard. If you want this, you can call Barefoot Needle Arts. And a lady is heading up the Sow, I think. And I got her card, and she is on Instagram, and she's gonna, I think, break it up in parts. So most everybody, I think the Sow starts November 1st. But a lot of us wanted to start it at the retreat. I did too. So I wanted to say I started it at the retreat. But this lady, Island Time Quilting, I think if you go to her Instagram, Island Time Quilting, she will show it broken up, and we're gonna, you know, stitch a certain part every month. This fabric I got from Barefoot Needle Arts. It's called Under the Sea. No, it's not. It's called Robius. Robius, and it is a 36 count. And I did a teeny teeny start on it. Like, you can hardly see it, but I started in the corner on one of those X's. Yep. And that's it. But I started it then, and I will continue to work on it, and it is so cute. So that little X right there. Yeah, so my goal is, like, when I go to a needle workshop, I want to buy a brick house sampler or anything. And so there you go. That's what I got. And I got 2 of the DMC because I wanted to start it. Okay. So that is my new start and a lot of my purchases from the retreat. I do have more purchases from the retreat. Let's see what else I got. I got a cut of Bayou Bullfrog. This is their fabric too. Like, look. Oh my goodness. So good. So good. And then I got a cut of Shipwreck. These are all 36 count. I mean, can you even? So good. So, and then I got, what's it called? Hold on. Halloween Puns 2. This is by Stitchy Pros. I met Holly. She was at the retreat and her trunk show was there. And I got that for the spider. For my spider wall. And I was going to stitch him on this. But now I think he might look good on this one. Because then he'll pop more. The spider will pop more. I do love him. But I don't know. I don't think he'll pop as much on this one. So anyway, that's what I got. And then they gave us this one. This is by her too, Holly from Stitchy Pros. It's called If Crabby. So this was like the exclusive at the retreat. And then I have it all in my bag that my girlfriend Becky gave me. I stayed with her. Becky and I roomed together. She drove us down. and she gave me that bag. So, well, I don't know. I'll figure out. Okay, so that's it, really. My plans are, in November, I'm starting 2 things. I'm starting the one from Teresa Cozyegg with Donna Ray and Natalie. I am starting a pattern, I think it's from Stony Creek, but it's got the words from Jimi Hendrix on it. And I'm going to start that on Jimi Hendrix's birthday. And that, I believe, is November the 24th. And then January, I want to start that full coverage for my daughter. And then February is my birthday. I'm turning 55 in February. And I was thinking of doing 5 new starts in February for 55. But they're going to be smalls. I want, like, you know, the little bobbin I want to start. And there's another needle book from Stacey Nash that I want to start. There's that spider that I want to start. So they're all going to be smalls, and I'm going to do 5 of them. I didn't want to do 55 because that would just stress me out. And then I thought, okay, well, 5 plus 5 is 10. I could do 10. I might think about that because I probably do have 10 smalls I could start. But in February, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like a whole bunch of little small starts for my birthday, for turning 55. And then after that, the rest of 2025, I'm going to try to do no new starts. We'll see how that works. That's probably not going to work, or maybe I have to finish 3 things before starting 1 thing. We'll see. But I am starting 2 new things in November, the full coverage in January, and then 5 or 10 things in February. So that's plans. I might go grab those 2 that I'm starting in November, and I'll show you them. But first, I never heard back from, and it's my fault, I'm sure, because I never messaged you under your comment. The lady who won the Coffee First pattern. Let me pull it up again. I pulled up her picture right here. Karen Budnick. So Karen Budnick. I have just been too busy. I haven't even thought about it to find you and to tell you that you won this pattern. So I will give you another month, and I will try to remember to comment under your post to tell you to email me, and my email will be in the description box. Okay, let me pause, and I'll go get the 2 starts that I'm starting in November. So hold on. Okay, I'm going to have a big old mess to clean up. Oh goodness. Okay. This is the Teresa Cozyegg one. It is called Harvest Friendship. So this is me and Natalie and Donna Ray. And I'm going to be starting it on Cocoa by Fiber on a Whim. And I'm doing it on a 20 count. So I'm going to be doing it on this because I want the white to pop. You can barely see those white pumpkins. So I'm going to do it on that. I don't know how orange is going to look on that, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Okay, here is the Jimi Hendrix one. And fun fact, I used to have a bird and I named him Hendrix. His name was Hendrix. Okay, after Jimi. Okay, let's see. It is called The Power of Love. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And this is a Jimi Hendrix quote. And what I'm thinking of doing is not stitching this, but maybe putting a guitar right here and putting Jimi Hendrix and his birth date and his death date. And I have the one thread for the leaves. I think that was the only, yeah, everything else is DMC. Oh wait, there's one, okay, that's the Threadworks. There's one Weeks Dye Works, but they do give a DMC conversion. So I'll probably just stitch it with the DMC. And I'm going to stitch it on vellum from Picture This Plus. And I'm excited about that. I just love the colors. I love the quote. I love Jimi Hendrix. And I want it to be about him. So that's why I'm going to take this out. And this whole thing is, I'm just going to do like, I'll find a little guitar, little electric guitar, and put Jimi Hendrix and his, you know. I think he, when did I say he died? I think he died in September and he was born in November. So I'll figure out the dates. I won't figure them out. I will Google them. I will Google the dates. And I already have, oh, I already have my colors. I already have my colors on a thing. So I'm like ready to go with that one. And I think it's November 24th. And then this one we're starting, yes, when Natalie gets here. And I don't know, I hope this orange will look good on this. Do y'all think that orange will look good on that? Or is that just gonna clash and be, ugh? I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it. I was just thinking about the white. The white would look good on it. I wasn't even thinking about the orange. Okay, I'll have to rethink that. Now I'm gonna show you some of my smalls that I'm gonna start in February. So one of them is bobbin, and I already have the threads, and I have a couple fabrics in there because I don't know which fabric I'm going to use. One of them is this little woodpecker that Becky gave me. I want to start him. One of them is this Stacy Nash, and I have one of the threads already. The Stacy Nash needle book with the rabbit. Carrot needle book. Because I did the other one. I did the parsnip one. It's over there in my needle book thing. I want to do this one. Hold on. The pattern is showing. How am I going to... Okay, it's out of a Just Cross Stitch. It's out of last year's Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I've been wanting to do this one. And it is a little mouse. And I want to do it on perforated paper like that to hang it on my Christmas tree. Okay, so what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to do one more, and it's either, it's kind of, here are the runner-ups. And this isn't really a small, but I either want to start the hand with the spider. Oh, Miss Prim, that's her name, Miss Prim. So it's the Witch's Pet Collection. And this is Tarantula Pillow. So either that one, which I already have the fabric for, or this one isn't a small either, and I don't have the fabric for this one. So maybe, I think we're gonna go down to Liberty Needle Arts when Natalie comes, and I could get some fabric for this. This is the Blue Flower Bees in the Greenhouse. It's not little either, but it's got a bunch of little motifs. Yeah. And then I was going to make my white. See all the white? I was going to make it more look like wrought iron. Wrought iron. So those are my 5, I think, new starts for, actually that's 6. I got to whittle one down for my birthday. And then I have this, but And I haven't started this one either, but yeah, I know. I have all these. Maybe I could start 7 for my birthday in February. Start 7 for 55. That does not make sense, but whatever. Okay, I think that's it. So I will try to contact Karen and tell her she won. Unless you know Karen, tell her to contact me. Karen Budnick. Yeah. Okay. That's it, guys. I think that's it. Okay. Love you guys. I will see you in November. Okay. Bye.